also when they're getting scanned too. Oh, here you can actually see the screen.
Hey Ishita, how's it going? Welcome.
Thank you.
I heard you guys have a pitch for us.
And so to meet these challenges, we have 3 main campaign objectives. First is going to be brand awareness because, well, we know your company's great. You know your company's great. But we want to make sure everybody else in the world knows just how great the company is. Then it is promoting the preventative model because right now, 46% of cancers are caught too late or very late in their diagnosis. So because of this, we want to make sure that people are being met with early intervention and they're able to treat it so it gets caught early on. And then finally, working with the medical community. Right now, there's a little bit of mistrust about new technologies in the medical community. So what we want to make sure is that Prenuvo has a face and a place in the future of medicine.
So we planned a campaign that encompasses 5 main things that we want to propose to you today, and we're going to talk a little bit more about them shortly. And just an overview, we're going to be talking about the Surf City Marathon, HOSA Outreach, the International Conference on Women's Health, the Artificial Intelligence in Medicine Conference, and a Screening Saturdays proposal.
And let's say, hypothetically, a mother comes in, she's been hearing a lot about Prenuvo due to our marketing campaign, and she says, let me get a scan. She finds a tumor in her left frontal lobe. This was Taylor's story.
This was Dr. Santaros.
And this was Maria Menendez's story. And as you can see, Prenuvo has had a profound impact in countless people's lives, and we really want to showcase that through our marketing campaign.
With this, we'll not only get that emotional appeal with the audience, but we can show that any ordinary person is eligible and have their life changed through a Prenuvo scan.
This is probably a more detailed marketing proposal than I just There's a test that women get for cervical cancer. It's called a pap smear. The gentleman who invented that test, he invented it something like 1910. And that was not covered by, did not become routine and covered by health insurance until like the second half of the 20th century. So that was maybe like 50, 60 years. So unfortunately, preventive health moves really slowly. And that's the challenge. It's why word of mouth is really important. It's why having so many people sharing their stories is so important.
I want to be in the medical field, and so when we were first originally told to start this project, find a company that we want to make a marketing campaign towards, I wanted it to be medical based, and then we actually had to kind of pick a startup. So we saw that Prenuvo was growing a lot, and we had some emotional connections with cancer and being caught too late. So that's how I kind of figured it out.
Also, personally, I have, a lot of health anxiety about these kinds of things. So just, when I saw it, I thought it was, a really great way to, really focus on all of the problems when it's really hard to get a bigger picture normally.
Yeah, when we first started this project, I went home and I told my parents, and my mom actually happens to work in healthcare, and she was very skeptical of Prenuvo. And we actually set out to kind of prove her wrong and kind of just show her, the benefits of Prenuvo. And she's definitely a lot more interested in it now. And so, I don't know, also artificial intelligence is just something I've been always interested in, and I plan on going into that in the future.
It's just hard to imagine where it's going to be by the time you graduate from medical school. Nah, I would hope that it will change quite a bit in that direction, because I don't know what the alternative is actually.
Yeah.
It's just very expensive and time-consuming, and to treat everything so late, at least it's such bad outcomes for patients. So I hope you guys transform the system.
Thank you.